About to get this party started in a minute. Let me get everything locked and loaded. And we going live. Let's get this thing started, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish, Foolish, representing reality music, entertainment. Y'all know how we get down, man. 3 nights a week, we come on here, talk about real life stuff, feed y'all some of that soul food, talk about stuff that touch your mind, body, and soul. We live streaming right now on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button if you're watching on Facebook. Don't be afraid to leave your comments in the live chat. Reddy says hi. G. Caden, I see you. Kill, I see you. But tonight we're going to talk about how important it is for you to get your rest. How important it is to get sleep. You know, a lot of times, man, we forget about going to sleep and we be going out 3-4 hours of rest. We all know eventually your body gonna shut down. So getting your rest is very important. Even though you're working, trying to make a living, sleep is important. Because as the old folks say, don't let nobody work you to death. You don't work till you fall and collapse on the ground. It's all about keeping a balance. You got to get your sleep. And they say you got to get at least 8 hours in. I don't get close to 8 hours of sleep. I don't know about y'all. But we got to realize how important rest is, because if you don't get your sleep, you don't be in a good mood, you be grouchy. Be mad at everybody because you sleeping. So getting your rest is very important. We always going and going like we robots. Like we run by electricity or battery. And even batteries, they die. So eventually your body gonna shut down. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So it's very important to get you some sleep. Even though you got kids, even though you got to work, you got to find time to get you some rest. Because that's when your body gets a chance to break down and do everything you need to do. Rejuvenate. Sometimes you need a reboot. You got to reboot your system. Even your cell phone and all your gadgets, you got to plug on the charger. So as a human being, sometimes your battery start blinking. You be yawning all day, especially after you eat. That writing start kicking in. And some people have to take that cat nap, that power nap. These get you 2-3 hours in. But that's just a tease. And it seems like the best sleep is a sleep when you got to get up. As soon as it get closer to time for you to get up, that's when that sleep get good. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That'd be the best sleep in the world. When you know it's somewhere you got to be. But it's very important, folks. We got to get our rest. We tend to forget about that because we always ripping and running and doing something. You're doing something for the kid, trying to take care of the house, working, paying the bills. I got to go do this. I got to take care of that. I got to make sure this done. Then you're up in the wee hours and you do it all over again. But we got to remember that we ain't no good to nobody if you don't give your body time to charge, reset. You ain't no good to nobody if you don't get no sleep. You got to get your rest in, because if you want to have a good day, It starts off by getting some good sleep and then putting some food in your body. That's how your body starts getting your engine going. Keep that blood pumping and them vitamins and them nutrients going. It's all very important. Don't think sleep ain't important. A lot of people tell me, I sleep when I'm dead. You better sleep right now. Get you some rest in. I ain't say sleep a whole day. Get you some rest in. Because you ain't no good to nobody if you walk around all drowsy and sleepy. You ain't no good to your job. You ain't no good to your kids. They be asking you something, you're like, oh no, go ahead. Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, okay. So you ain't gonna be no good to nobody if you're always tired. Then you think because you're drinking all them energy drinks that's full of caffeine and sugar, that's just messing your body up even more. You can mess around and die drinking all that stuff. So you gotta be careful with them energy drinks. Cause that's just like drinking a tall glass of sugar. Imagine pouring a whole half a bag of sugar and drinking. That sounds crazy, don't it? So be careful with them energy drinks, even though a lot of times we need that kick. Some people gotta get their coffee in. I know some people that need that fix. They gotta get that coffee. They ain't gonna go good if they don't get that coffee in their system. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So be careful with all that sugar. We know you're trying to stay up. Know you got stuff to do. But you better be careful. Because rest and sleep is important. How you gonna get anything done if you don't get enough rest? Because eventually your body gonna start shutting down. You gonna be in the middle of a meeting, you gonna be, oh, yeah. You could be in the middle of something important. And that sleep come knocking at your door. And you got some people can go to sleep anywhere. Now that's just something I can't do. I gotta be in my bed or under my roof for me to go to sleep. I know some people, if they sit still for too long, they knocked out. I can't fall asleep like that. It'll take a while for me to fall asleep. I have to force myself to fall asleep. I can't just fall asleep within a second. Some people just fall asleep anyway. They'll be in the chair. You have a conversation with them. Next thing you know, I'm talking about knocked out cold. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know that friend or that family member you be talking to and they be like, uh-huh. I'm like, how in the world you went to sleep that bad? they went to sleep within seconds. Knocked out. I'm talking about cold. Gone. I wish I could go to sleep that easy. But it'd be hard for me to go to sleep. I know a lot of people can relate. Sometimes you be laying there, you keep scrolling and let me get on YouTube a little bit. Let me check the internet. Let me check social media. Let me put on a Hulu movie. Let me watch Netflix. Till you finally doze off. But it's very important. We got to get our rest. Because you ain't no good to nobody if your energy ain't right. If you walk around all tired and sluggish, that ain't a good day. You want your day to be full of energy. You want to be bouncing around, moving around, able to go do what you got to do. Take care of everything you need to take care of. So sleep is important. A lot of times we try to put sleep on the back burner and sleep come tap you right on the shoulder. Say, hey, you forgot about me? You remember me? So it's very important, y'all. Get your rest. We find time for everything. Make sure you find time to go to sleep. Then, Lord's willing, you're able to wake up another day and try it all over again. Got to understand that your body is like a machine. Got to be careful how you treat your body. You'll get mad if your phone dies. My phone dead. Dang, I gotta charge my phone. Your body the same way. You gotta give your body time to charge. Let it reboot. Let everything inside do its job. And that's a part of life cycle. It's waking up and going to sleep. All that happens while you living. Now when you die, ain't no more going to sleep. Ain't no more waking up. Now it's the afterlife. But don't take life for granted. Enjoy life to the fullest. Always push yourself to the max. As far as whatever you want to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish. Always reach for the top. If you don't get there, then so be it. But don't limit yourself. Everything is a process. You know, we always want everything overnight. You want all your blessings to come within the snap of your fingers. But God don't work on our schedule. God don't work on our time. He might not come exactly when you want him, but he knows exactly what you need. Stop thinking that life just works automatically all the time. Sometimes it takes time for you to really see and receive your blessing. Everything takes time. You start at a job, you might not start off way at the top and being the top supervisor. You might have to be a regular worker. But in time, if you do your job right, you can climb that ladder. Everything has a process. When you're born, you start off as a newborn, an infant, till you grow up to an adult. Think about that whole process. So life is a process. Everything comes in steps. Even though we wish we could have it right now, within the snap of our fingers, life don't always work like that. So you got to have patience while you're living. Be patient. Don't think you're going to get everything you want. None of us get everything we want. Not everything. But that's all right. Nobody gets everything they want. Sometimes you might not accomplish everything you want to accomplish. You might not live long enough to see it. But all you can do is strive and keep pushing and living. Living your life to the fullest. Make sure you take care of your body. Make sure we eating what we need to eat. Make sure you're getting the proper rest. Because you don't want your body to break down too soon. Because eventually your body gonna break down. Think about it. The older we get, the knees start hurting. It take a little longer to get out the shower. It take a little longer to get out the bed. It take a little longer to go shopping. You start feeling pain out of nowhere. So eventually, as long as you keep living, your body will break down. It will shut down. Same thing when you don't get enough sleep. You don't get the proper rest. Eventually, whether you want to or not, your body gonna shut down. But don't be afraid to live your life. Enjoy everything that life throws your way. But make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're getting some good sleep. Make sure you're eating good. Putting the right stuff in your body. Treat your body like your temple. But at the same time, that still ain't gonna prevent us from dying. Eventually, one day we still gonna leave this earth. But that don't mean we have to live reckless. So be careful on how you're living, what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're acting. Everything plays a role in the part of you being alive. Ain't that like being alive, waking up another day? That's a blessing. Nothing like getting up and still smelling the fresh air. Nothing like getting up and being able to still breathe and move around. But don't take it for granted. Nobody's going to live forever. So you got to take care of your body and watch what you do. If you want to live a long time, you got to take care of your body. You go ask the people that live to see 190 something, they'll tell you they didn't live reckless. They didn't drink alcohol till they was 90. They didn't smoke cigarettes till they was 95. A lot of habits they had to let go. The older you get, the more things you have to cut out. You got to let it go. You might not want to, but you got to let it go. And some people turn diabetic. So a lot of them treats and sweets that we love, because of your life and your health is more important, you got to let it go. So the more you keep living, the older you get, eventually some things you're going to have to let it go. You're going to outgrow it one way or another. The things you used to love, you're going to find yourself not loving that stuff no more. Point in time, you might have to go out every night. You might have to party every weekend. The older you get, you be like, man, you know what? I'd rather chill with my baby and chill with the family. I'd rather have a movie night. The older you get, the wiser you're supposed to become. Don't walk around being no fool, not learning nothing, being stubborn and stuck in your ways. We all can learn. We all got a starting point. Nobody's perfect. So every day you live, you should be learning something. Make sure you're treating your body right. Make sure you get your rest. You need that sleep. We don't realize how important sleep is. Ain't that like going to sleep and waking up refreshed? Y'all ever you had a good sleep where you woke up and you felt like a new person? I'm talking about one of them good deep sleeps. And it always be the best sleep when it's time to get up. A little bit before you know you got to get up, boy, that sleep be feeling so good. That bed be feeling so comfortable. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But in your mind, you like, man, I'm laying too long. I got to get up. I know I got to get up. But the other half of your brain saying, man, I want to lay here. I want to stay right here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But getting your sleep is very important, folks. That gives your body time to shut down and recharge. And you get your proper vitamins and nutrients, and everything gets a chance to do what it needs to do. If you're always ripping and running, eventually that gas light gonna come on. It's gonna start blinking. When your phone, when you see that battery light start blinking, you know eventually it's about to die. Your body is the same way. It's important to get you some sleep. You're supposed to get at least 8 hours in every day. At least. Some people can sleep 12, 10. I maybe can get 5 or 6. It's hard for me to get that whole 8. But we need it. Especially if you get your day started early. Eventually, once midday comes, you start feeling drowsy. Everything start crashing. Then you try to drink stuff to stay up. You on coffee. You on a 5-hour energy. Trying to push yourself. But your body's still saying, hey, I need to get into the bed. Or I need to get somewhere. I need to lay it down. Your body talking to you. That fatigue kick in. You keep yawning. Your eyes getting watery. You can't fight that sleep. Sleep gonna come get you. You can keep trying to push it to the side and say, wait, I ain't ready yet. But sleep gonna keep tapping you on the shoulder. Say, hey, I'm right here. You can't run. You can't hide. Eventually, you're gonna have to shut it down. Eventually, you're gonna have to get your rest. You gotta go to sleep. You gotta recharge. You're not a robot. And even robots gotta charge up. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? It's very important for you to get good sleep. You're not gonna have a good day walking around sleeping, drowsy, all day long. You at work in the meeting. You're supposed to be taking them people order. You gotta think about it. You ain't no good to nobody. Walk around, half sleep, sleepwalking. Walk around like you in the day. Because a lot of people think they don't need sleep. I sleep when I'm dead. No, you gonna sleep right now. Because your body gonna make you go to sleep. You will crash eventually. Eventually you gonna close them eyes. I don't care. I've been up for 24 hours. I bet you it ain't gonna be 48. I bet you it ain't gonna be 56. You going to sleep. Sooner or later, your body gonna shut down. Because that's human nature. Even animals go to sleep. The big bad lion be right over there, knocked out under them bushes. You don't think them elephants close their eyes? You don't think your dog and your cat go to sleep? Every living creature has to rest. Now when you're dead and gone, you're going to be resting for good. But while you're breathing, make sure you get the proper sleep. Get your day started in a positive way. Because if you get good rest, that's starting off in the right way. Then you put something in your stomach. Now you're starting to get the engine running. And it's time to get this day going. Get to the money and get to whatever you need to be getting accomplished. But that good rest, it set everything off. A lot of people think they don't need sleep. You need to go to sleep. You got to close your eyes. You won't be no good to nobody around you if you don't go to sleep. You ain't going to be no good mother or father because you're sleeping. So you got one eye open and one eye closed. You don't know where the kids go. Kids have been burnt the house down. You got one eye open and one eye closed. So being tired and fatigued, it leads to bad stuff. Imagine when you're on the road and you dozing off going to sleep. That is your life. You could wake up and be dead. Mess around getting in a bad car accident or run off the road and end up in a lake somewhere. Dozing off at the wheel or leaving the club or the police find you at a light. Sleep. That's why it's important for you to get your rest. Walk around here like you no zombie, like you immortal. Everybody got to get their sleep. Make sure you find time to lay down. Give your body time to recharge or reboot so you can get your day started in a positive way. Wake up full of energy, full of life, not dragging like a zombie, walk around like a zombie. How you gonna get good things accomplished like that? How you be successful if you ain't walk around with no energy? You ain't got no bounce to you. When you walk in the room, you ain't got no bounce in you. How you gonna get good things accomplished? Walk around being in the daze, eyes cracked, just walk around. You ain't no good to nobody and nobody around you. And most important, you can put your life in danger. Because like I just told you, what if you behind the wheel? You mess around and doze off and wake up, and now your whole front end is smushed in, or you don't went flying at that windshield. So don't neglect your rest. Make time for yourself and make time for you to go to sleep. Everybody has to shut it down eventually. I don't care if you work the graveyard shift. If you work the graveyard shift, you should be sleeping in the morning. You still got to get that rest in, or you're going to be on a graveyard shift fighting, going to war with sleep. Going to war. So get your rest, folks. Eat good and live good. You want to enjoy life. You want to be full of life, full of energy. You want to be able to interact with your kids. You want to be able to do things and enjoy your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You want to be upbeat. So you got to keep your juices flowing, keep your heart beating, and get your rest. All that goes hand in hand. All that works together. You getting your sleep is important. Everybody be ripping and running. We rip and run every day. I got to do this. I got to do that. Well, I forgot I got to be here. I got to be here at 7. I got to be there at 8. I got to pick up what you would call at 10. We get caught up in all this stuff that we got to do, but then you mess around and not get no rest. You mess around and get no sleep, they're going to throw the whole day off. You're going to be all out of whack because you walk around sleepy and drowsy. Don't know where you're at and don't know what you're doing. So take the time to get you some sleep. We don't realize how important it is to get your rest in. It is very important for you to let your body shut down and reboot. So you can feel refreshed, recharged, and ready to get things accomplished. You're ready to take the day head on, head first. You're ready. You don't want to be sluggish, dragging. So we do a lot of stuff. Always ripping and running and doing all this and that, this and that. Then you forget about sleep. But sleep ain't forget about you. Because eventually, you gonna go to sleep. Because your body gonna shut down. You'll find yourself sleeping in the car or wherever you at. You'll be sleeping in that chair. You'll be sleeping at work. Eventually, not getting no rest, it's gonna catch up with you. Mess around, be sleep at the desk. So you got to take care of your body, and your body will take care of you. Live each day to the fullest. Maximize your time here on earth. Take care of yourself. Always make sure yourself is good. Always make sure that you're happy. Try to keep your body in good condition as best as you can. Because even though we're getting older, eventually something's going to go bad. But you can still try to not kill yourself too fast. With the proper diet, exercise, we have to push ourselves to do certain things. See, once you do all that and you have a good full day, eventually your body going to be tired and you're going to have to go to sleep. If you have a good day and you maximize your day, you're going to be tired. That's when you know you had a good day. When you get home, you're like, boy, I can't wait to take these shoes off. You don't have a good long day. You don't got some stuff accomplished. You ain't sit around and look in the sky and rub your fingers all day. You got something done. You got something accomplished. And every day that you wake up, it's a new day for you to live life. It's a new adventure. You don't know what this day holds for you. You never know what the future gonna hold for you. We gotta live life one day at a time. Because if we think too far ahead, tomorrow ain't promised. We can say, next year I'm gonna do this. 2029, I'm gonna do this. We don't know if we're gonna make it to Christmas. Ain't nothing guaranteed or promised to nobody but death. Nothing. Nothing is guaranteed. We can make plans all we want. That don't mean we're gonna get there. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? It's very important for you to let your body relax, rest, and recharge. We don't realize how important sleep is until you don't get none. Until your body starts feeling it. You don't realize how important that sleep is until you start missing it. Until it starts creeping up and sneaking up on you. You find yourself asleep before you know it. In a place where you ain't even think you going to sleep at. Mess around being in a drive-through, sleep. Be at a red light, sleep. All because you ain't been getting the proper rest. You've been running like the Energizer Bunny. You don't want to sit down. You feel like I gotta go, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta go. Well, your body will tell you a whole nother story. Your body will say, hey, sit your mind down. It's time for you to relax. Your body will let you know when it's time to chill out. You know, you be doing a lot of stuff for the kids, and I gotta cook, I gotta clean up, I gotta wash the clothes, I gotta fold the clothes, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. To eventually sneak all that sleeping, come knocking at your door. And you ain't got no choice but to close your eye. So you ain't no good to nobody or nobody around you if you don't get no sleep. Most of the time when you don't get no sleep, you're in a bad mood. You're grouchy. Y'all don't realize that? You don't realize when you're still sleeping, you don't want nobody to bother you. As soon as somebody say something to you, it piss you off. Because you're sleepy. You be like, leave me alone. You get to work, cold still in your eye, and they telling you to do this and do that. You really want to tell them, man, leave me alone. But you can't do it because you're at work. You don't want to go through your everyday like that. Sometimes we know we have days that we be dragging. But for the most part, you better get your sleep. So you can wake up and say, okay, I'm here. Let's get it. What we going to get done today? What I'm going to go, where I'm going to go, and what I'm going to do today. You'll see a big difference if you get at least 8 hours of sleep. You will see a major difference. I want y'all to try it. Try to make sure you get 8. I ain't say 4. I ain't say 5. I ain't say 3. 8. Try to get you about 8 hours in. Watch how much of a difference that makes. Watch how more upbeat you be. Watch how more you be more in a good spirit. Because your body feeling refreshed juiced up, you ready to go. Nia Williams says, hello, chocolate drizzle. What's going on, Miss Glover? I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight's podcast. This is the Foolish Show podcast. We live streaming right now on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Spread the word. Tell everybody. Y'all come on in and join the conversation. What we talk about tonight is how important is getting your rest. You got to get your sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, your day just ain't going to go how you want it. Because you're already going to wake up in a bad mood because your body's still sleepy. You're still drowsy. Now you're dragging. Now you're all at work. Now you're trying to get you a fix. Trying to drink what you can drink. Hoping it's going to work. It just throw your whole day off schedule. If you don't get your rest, it just throw everything off. That's why I say try your best to get your body 8 hours in the day. And you'll see a difference when you wake up. Get your 8 hours of sleep in. You're going to wake up upbeat, bouncing. Because your body feeling good. You walking into work, they're going to think you high on something because you so upbeat. But all it is you don't got your rest. Everybody else slugging, stirring up that coffee, moving slow. So try to get your rest, folks. It is very important because you ain't going to be no good to nobody if you ain't get enough sleep. You ain't going to be no good to your job. You ain't going to be no good to your kids. Your kids going to be saying, Mama, Daddy, let's do this. You like, okay, hold on. Mama's still tired right now. Daddy's still tired. We going to go play catch. I'm going to take you outside and ride that bike. Hold on. But you got to let me get about another hour in. You ain't no good to nobody when you sleepy, drowsy, dragging. You got to make sure you charge up. Let your body shut down for a little while and recharge. Because if it's your phone, you're going to make sure your phone charged. Y'all know y'all ain't going to let that iPhone and all that go dead. You're going to make sure when that light starts blinking, you're going to plug it up. So when that light starts blinking in your body, you better go plug it up. You better go get your rest. We find time for everything else. We be ripping and running. I got to do this. Man, I got to be here. I got to go pick this up. I got to pick up such and such. I got to go get the kid. Then you be up late. Now you still up 1, 2 o'clock. Still ain't going to sleep yet. Then you go to sleep and you got to get right back up. Now you're going out 2, 3 hours of sleep and now you're in a bad mood. You got a mean look on your face. Your eyes barely open. You're dragging. Somebody say something to you and get to you because you don't want to be bothered. Ms. Glover says everybody do not care about their phone going dead. Everybody don't, but you know some people can't live without their phone. Their phone is like a part of their body. I know people that wake up every day, the first thing they do is grab their phone. Not brush their teeth, not get the coal out their eye, but they reach over and they grab their phone. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's most people, first thing they do when they open their eyes every morning. They go straight to their phone and check all their social media. I ain't say everybody, but a lot of people. Some people can't live without it. So just like how you feel about that phone, you should feel like that about your own body. You got to take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Because you only get one. And when it break down, it break down. And the older you get, it's going to break down. The pain going to last a little longer. That pain is going to start hitting you. You used to heal up fast. You ain't healing up fast no more. You go out there and think you can do a backflip. You go out there and think you can do all the stuff you used to do. Then you mess around and can't get out of bed the next day. So the older you get, your body will shut down. It will break down on you eventually. You'll notice when people get older, how they be humpback. They don't walk the same way. Your vision ain't the same no more. That's all a part of living. Your body gonna do that. That's why you gotta take care of it while you can. So it can last a little longer. But eventually it's still gonna break down. Because we all human beings. So ain't nobody is immortal. Ain't nobody gonna live forever. I don't care if you live to see 100. You can live to see 120. Eventually, you're gonna die. Nobody's gonna live forever. You only get one body. So take care of your body. Watch what you eat. Watch what you're doing. Make sure you exercise it. And count your blessings. Every day you wake up, you should say, Lord, thank you. Because you're still alive. You know how many people in that cemetery? I want you to go ride by your local cemetery. I want you to go drive by and look. And see how many headstones you see. And tell me whether you think you're blessed or not. So it's a blessing. Every day that you open your eyes and you're still alive. But it's important, everyone, to make sure you get you some sleep. You better get that rest. I don't care how much stuff you got to do. You can work 12, 13-hour shift. You better make sure you go home and go to sleep. Because if you keep doing that, eventually it's going to catch up with you. Eventually your body is going to shut down. Because you're not a robot. Eventually it will get to you. You walk around here like, I don't need no sleep. I'm asleep when I'm dead. Oh, I don't care about no sleep. Or you gonna go to sleep. Because sleep gonna make you go to sleep. Whether it's in the car, at work, standing up, sitting in the chair, sitting in the stove, sitting with the remote control in your hand. You gonna go to sleep. Because your body needs it. Your body needs that. You have to give your body time to refresh, reboot, regenerate. Give your body time. All that ripping and running all the time and going and going and going and going and going and going like you the Energizer Bunny. Eventually all that will catch up with you. And it's unhealthy. When you walk around not getting enough sleep, it's unhealthy because it's going to take a toll on your body. Your body will let you know that I'm not getting the proper rest. You're not taking care of me right. You're going to feel it. And like you can't ignore it, you're going to feel it. Once you get sleepy and drowsy, you're going to feel it. You can try to push it to the side all you want, but you're going to feel it. So it's very important to get your sleep. I don't care what job you got. I don't care if you got $1 million. I don't care if you're a billionaire. You going to sleep. You still got to rest. I don't care if you live in a 50-bedroom house. You better pick one room to go sleep in. You still got to go to sleep. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? That's why it's very important for you to take time out for yourself. Get the proper rest. Make sure you're feeling good. You wake up every day and you can take your day and push it to the max. without nothing pulling you back. Take care of your body, and your body will take care of you. Take care of yourself. Take time out for yourself, and always make sure you're happy. Look out for your happiness. Look out for your well-being. Even if nobody don't check on you, you better make sure you good. Because everybody ain't gonna check on you. People forget about you. That's why you gotta make sure that you good. Make sure that you all right. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? You ain't no good to nobody if you don't get you no sleep. You ain't no good to your kids, your wife, your husband, your job, because you walk around sleepy. So you walk around sleepy, you liable to make mistakes. You're liable to mess up, forget stuff, don't know which way you're going, because you're all out of whack. Your body ain't fully charged and ready to go. You still walk around with your battery blanket on your last leg, looking at the clock, talking about you ready to go home. So we be forgetting about going to sleep. We forget about, man, let me lay my behind down, because you always think about, I got to go do this, I got to do that. Dang, I forgot I got to cook dinner. Dang, I got to do this. I got to make sure the kids ready for school. I got to make sure their homework done. I got to go to the grocery store. We got 50 things we got to get accomplished in so little time. We only get 24 hours a day. Miss Glover says, you got that right. That's how I'm feeling right now. I understand. Because most of y'all, that's a daily routine. You're ripping and running, and you barely take the time out to close your eyes. Till you mess around and be sitting down for a second, and you be asleep. You ain't even know you don't went to sleep. Because everything will come crashing. Everything will come crashing down on you before you know it. Before you know it, you be sitting in front of that TV. You're supposed to watch the TV, but the TV is watching you. It's watching you sleep. You right in front of knocked out. So take care of yourself, folks. Take care of your body gonna take care of you. Don't neglect getting your rest. Don't be walking around here telling me, I don't need no sleep. That's a lie. You better go get you some rest. Go look at a person that went to sleep and a person that been up 24 hours. Tell me you ain't gonna see no difference. Go look at somebody that been up 24 hours and somebody that don't slept 12. That person that slept 12, they bouncing off the ceiling. That person ain't getting no sleep. They talking to you like this. Huh? What you said? Huh? Oh, huh? What? That's why it's important to get your sleep. That's what we talk about tonight. How important is sleep? A lot of people don't think it's important. You know, I don't care. I ain't got to go to sleep. Oh, you going to sleep. Whether you want to or not, your body will shut down. But you need to get you that good rest so you can wake up full of energy and ready to accomplish another day. You be good and ready. You wake up in good spirit. Because most of the time, you ain't get the proper rest, you're going to be sluggish. You're going to be grouchy. You ain't going to be in a good mood. Think about it. It's a big difference for somebody that's getting their rest and somebody that's not. The person that's getting their rest is going to get more accomplished because they got more energy. They're not walking around dragging and fatigued. When you're fatigued, you can't give stuff your all. You can't give it your best when you're sluggish and sleepy and exhausted. It's hard for you to give anything your best when you ain't 100. Ms. Glover says it's very important. I am going to sleep all day tomorrow until 5 p.m. My body is tired. See, that's what I'm talking about. Your body will let you know, hey there, I gotta rest. Your body gonna remind you, hey, go to sleep, lay down, sit down, stop moving around, close your eyes. It's gonna hit you before you know it. So you better take time to get your rest. I don't know about y'all, but I make sure I get me a nap in when I get home. I get me a nap in. I don't know about y'all. Every day I take me a nap. I ain't talking about going to bed. That's before I go to bed. I still gotta get me a nap. Now it might be 3, 4 hours. I don't know. It depends how tired I am. Sometimes I be gone. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be out of there. Cause your body be tired. You're not gonna get nothing accomplished if you ain't full of energy. You walk around sluggish and ain't getting no sleep. Go look at a person that's getting sleep and the person that ain't getting sleep. And the difference is like day and night. It's easy to see who's sleeping and who ain't. One person is full of energy, the other one is dragging on their last leg, thinking about their bed. But you'll get more accomplished if you get enough sleep. You'll be able to do what you need to do and put your all into it. If you get enough sleep, you can take on the day head on, head first, eyes wide open, if you get enough rest. But if you neglect that sleep, it's going to creep up and catch up with you. Eventually, it will catch up with you. One way or another. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? It's very important to take time each day to get your rest. Because your day ain't going to start good if you ain't full of energy. If you ain't getting the proper sleep, it's going to throw your day off. You're going to wake up in a bad mood because you're mad because you're still sleeping. You're mad at the world because you can't go to sleep. It's somewhere you got to be. You got to be at that job when you want about 4 or 5 more hours to sleep. I know. I listen. I've been there, done that all the time. You in sleep, you going to war. But eventually sleep gonna win. You gonna lose. Because eventually you gonna close them eyes and you gonna go to sleep. But that's the message tonight, y'all. Take time out for yourself and make sure you're getting the proper rest so you can be a good mother, a good father, a good husband, a good wife, a good boyfriend, a good girlfriend, a good worker, a good neighbor. But you got to make sure you start your day off right. And you want to start your day off right, waking up full of energy with your body done got the proper rest, and it done recharge, and now your battery is full. And you ready. You ready to take on that day and give it your all. But I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in to tonight's podcast. I will be back on the air, Lord's willing, Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Same live stream, Kick, Facebook, YouTube. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. Make sure you go subscribe. Support the movement. As you can see right here, RME. That's the movement. Reality Music Entertainment. Y'all support the movement, man. I try to keep it real as possible. Talk about things that we all can relate to. And I know y'all can all relate to not getting enough sleep because we all be doing all that ripping and running and we forget that we got to lay down. You be forgetting about sleep. We be thinking about all these 50 11 things that you got to do. I got to go get this. I got to go get the car washed. I got to go grocery shopping. I got to pay bills. I got to pick the kids up. I got to clean up. But you be forgetting about that sleep until sleep hits you. And it hits you hard. You be messing around and be sleep before you know it. But I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all support the movement. The official Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. If you want your official merchandise of the Reality Music Entertainment, go to teespring.com/realityent. Reality ENT. Teespring.com realityent. Get your official Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. We got so much apparel, accessories, bracelets, dog tags, blankets, sheets, towels, socks, fitted caps, snapbacks. Everything for ladies to men. We got something for the pets. We got something for the kids. So y'all make sure y'all check out teespring.com/realitycreator. Got new apparel in right now, so place your order so y'all can get it before Christmas. Because y'all know Christmas around the corner. So happy holidays. Place your order. Support the movement. One love, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. See y'all Friday night, y'all.